Hey guys, and welcome back to Pokemon Ultra Sun. I don't recall this tunnel in the base game, do you?
Yeah, I'm kind of in the same boat. This is completely new, and now I'm starting to increasingly see why.
I see. I guess they just wanted a new cutscene area. It's fine, it's just a tunnel, like connecting the lava region to the not lava region.
I like how we don't see Rotom, because his signal actually goes out in a tunnel. It's just real accurate to real life.
Oh, I'd never noticed that. That's a really neat touch,
I'm just joking. I don't know if that's a fucking thing. I'm just joking. It might actually be true, though.
Why must I take every jest as fact? What are you saying here? Yeah. Well, you're a big JoJo fan, we get it.
Fixing to say, I'm like, Star Platinum, what are you doing? Yes, because as you know, I've mastered the power of the gods, and soon I will attain Ultra Instinct.
I am Shining Trainer, the most powerful of all trainer classes.
Man, I have a Dragon Ball joke, actually, I've been waiting all playthrough to make, and it's gonna be so good when we get to that point.
Okay, I guess you're saving the big guns for when the big targets need to be shot. A scientist who will educate you in the ways of Pokemon. I know a few of those. One was aiding and abetting a terrorist organization that wanted everyone to get rid of their Pokemon for the giggles.
Yeah, isn't that most scientists in Pokemon? Now I think about it.
Yeah,
there's a ton of evil. There's a ton of evil scientists in Pokemon actually, which is you would think it'd not be a common thing, but apparently it's just the same as like sliced bread. You know, it's just the thing we do.
Ah, it is you. You guys went 2 feet. You mean to tell me you couldn't meet in a hotel or something?
Yeah, like, the tunnel was back there, you had a fucking trailer back there, but I'm really glad how they took this otherwise pointless cameo and decided to do something with it, so that's good.
Yeah, I think you could, like, fight Colress in the battle tree in the base games, but, he's here now, he's got a bit more of a profile, and I like that, I like Colress, he's cool. Got a great battle theme, his hair seems like a big fuck you from Nintendo to cosplayers, daring them to try and quaff their quiffs in such a quality way.
I could probably go on the internet right now and find people who have managed to do this, because I really don't doubt the the cleverness of cosplayers.
Yes, very good.
Who are able to do this kind of...
Now you see, he's all about the Mega Evolution, but we're about the Z-Power. Which do you prefer, Helldragon and viewers? Which do you prefer, Mega Evolution or Z-Moves?
I'm more of a Mega Evolution fan because it ends with a palpable super form that you can do stuff with. Z-Move is just a one and you're done kind of deal. I'm just like, what's the point?
Can, like, they give more of either in Generation 8? Because they gave Alolan forms to a bunch in Sun and Moon, and none in this. I don't understand it, I really don't.
I really hate these millennials and their huge fucking fitness watches that they constantly have to tap all the fucking time. It's ridiculous.
Oh, he's playing
What are you doing? What are you doing?
He's playing 2 copies of the World Ends With You Final Remix at once, and he's passing that light puck like a son of a bitch.
God, man, I can only imagine why he's got to play with his wrists so goddamn much. I mean, I know he's a scientist, but shit, man, take a break.
Yeah, careful, you go blind and also develop carpal tunnel that way. I was just testing to see whether his attack was better than his special attack.
Which is kind of odd for that. I mean, you would think he'd want to focus a lot on special attack and being a psychic jellyfish.
He's going to become like a Ursula Bay form in his evolution, so I guess we'll make him a physical attacker down the line.
Who wants to drop rocks on people?
Me, says the donkey from within the Pokeball. Ah, I say, responding, having finally lost my mind.
Oh, good. Turns out the donkey knows how to raise his hand, which is interesting because he doesn't actually have any, and he has to stand on all 4 otherwise. I guess I really am going fucking nuts.
Still want that quadruped final evolution for a starter, by the way. I'm waiting for it.
Yeah, and it's probably... Well, I don't know, they've had those before, but I want to see one for, like, fire. I'm thinking, like, Typhlosion has been our best one so far, because we've seen a few, like, we have Torterra, Venusaur for grass. That happens the most with grass. It knows water, not so much, but I want to see a good 4-legged fire one, and not one that can cheat like Typhlosion and stands on its 2 hind legs. Come on.
Yeah, definitely not one that's fighting. I mean, we've had a generational break, that's cool, but just keep it that way. Alright, go with, like, a fire stag that's, like, fire and... God, now I've got to pick a type that hasn't been used in a combo before.
This'll take a bit.
Fire and ice? Or is that a bit too contradictory?
That's a little bit too contradictory. I think what you would want to do is, I do like the idea of a fire stag, though. That's actually really neat. And it has to look like super bitchin'. But other than that, I'm not sure what other second type you could give it for that.
Let us know in the comments, because obviously you guys have better ideas than we do. Vicky, you finally passed the teenage years, and Slow-Mo, you can drink now.
I'm not sure if I want to give him alcohol, I'll be honest with you.
Well, it might actually end up speeding him up in the cognitive factors, you know?
It's gonna totally lower his, his anxiety. He's gonna be a much more confident slowpoke, and that's something we can all appreciate.
Well, it's not that he has anxiety or clinical depression, he's just slow.
Yeah. I guess if it means you're happy, there's nothing necessarily wrong with being slow. Let's just get a little real. Let's get serious, guys. Let's get real fucking sad.
I should have just called him Forrest. Run, Forrest, run! Oh, I miss THD. He's in the other game, just wallowing in darkness.
Well, you decided you wanted to do a D4C playthrough. That prerogative is on you, my friend, for causing that kind of dissent.
I think you used dissent completely wrong there, but the point remains, THD was a good Pokemon, and he was a good friend.
Yeah, and he makes an especially tastier chicken.
Jesus. You know there was actually a chain of like fast food restaurants in the UK called Halal Fried Chicken.
Huh, interesting. Because it's always really interesting, actually, to kind of see, like, the different kind of chains and foods they have over there in the UK, because it's always this stuff that you never...
I gave up Psybeam! Fuck!
Oh!
Well, it's fine. Carry on with what you were saying.
Well, no, I think we're a little stuck here now, because, okay, well, good things are happening, but clearly you've destroyed the sanctity of your plan for bloops here, and I think we just have to take a moment to grieve.
Also, I can't believe you didn't figure out that the abbreviation for Halal Fried Chicken is HFC.
Oh, huh.
Yeah, too bad I won't be able to franchise, though.
I always like Chargerbug's eyes, because they look like super, like 8-bit kind of eyes.
Yeah.
That. I just think it looks really good. I love how fucking square Chargebug is. It's like, I'm surprisingly a big fan of this middle Evo, which is usually the shit Evo, you know?
I don't know, I like Metapod, I like Kakuna. It's really like...
You like Metapod? Really?
It's sleek, and it's a good shade of green.
Did you just call him sleek? I can't. I want somebody to describe Metapod as fucking aerodynamic, because that would be fantastic. And I want to know what that man is drinking, okay?
Well, I mean, when a Marowak loses its bone, it makes do, it uses a Metapod as a boomerang, because it's slow, and it doesn't realise it's been thrown until it's back in its owner's hand.
I think I've seen that picture, where he just ties two Metapods together and just...
Yes, that's the onomatopoeia for throwing a boomerang, thank you.
That's the end of the joke, guys. You can go back to your studies now.
No more jokes. Sorry, that's it.
Yeah, we're just out. We're just out for the complete rest of the playthrough. Like I said, now we're just gonna get fucking sad.
Maybe I'll find the TM for Psybeam down the line. He's gonna get a better Psychic type move. Anyway, I think he gets like Psycho Cutter, or whatever it was called.
Yeah, Psycho Cut. Although, when you said that, my mind instantly went to Psycho Crusher, which I still kind of want to see. I need to see him doing a Psycho Crusher, okay?
Well, first we have to take on another rising star. We must crush their dreams before they ever get started.
They're rising stars, but they never really go anywhere, when you think about it. They're just kind of there.
Yeah. Kind of reminds me of Liam, of the Two Best Friends play, in that regard. He left to start up his own streaming thing, but he's just there giving it his all now. He will forever be the rising superstar in my heart.
Wow, that's the... I told you guys we were getting sad, right? Because now we're just getting increasingly more depressing.
Increasingly. Man, you have a way with words, you know that?
That was sarcasm, right?
Yes, just... Unless I say otherwise, just assume everything I say is sarcasm. You'll live a happier life that way.
Done!
I actually completely forgot Beware existed. We really need to go back and watch the anime from where we left off and not skip ahead.
Well. I also remember now that Beware was a thing because I remember the Lucamine fight, so I can't wait until they fuck that up. That's gonna be good.
Oh, well, let's try and remain, optimistic. That's the opposite of pessimism. I forgot that for a second. I forgot the very definition.
Yeah, you forgot how to be optimistic. Are you surprised?
Oh, shit. All these years, 10 years plus, and you have still not managed to break my spirit. That's why I'm the straight man and you're the fool.
That's probably for the best, actually.
Oh god, no. No, not Festival Plaza. Not Sophocles.
What's a Festival Plaza? It must be like a festival or something. I'm sorry, Hal, did you just wake up? Because clearly you're not on fucking point right now.
Well, it is like midnight where they are, so shouldn't these kids be in bed?
It's like when I'm playing Duel Links, where the game is called, like, Duel Links. It's like, Duel Links, it's like a fantasy world for dueling. An NPC literally says that. I'm like, God, you're a moron. Didn't we do this already? Like, earlier in the playthrough?
No. This is, well, I wish it was optional. This is mandatory this time. We have to go through the whole tutorial, and it takes, if you're not skipping through, about 5 to 6 minutes.
Nobody wants to use this, Nintendo. Come on. I just want to stay inside and not talk to anybody and die alone, thanks.
No, you must get out. You must be productive to society.
Fine, I'll die in a group, I suppose. Who wants to die, guys? I guess I will. No.
In the future, when you die in your cubicle, like, the top will just come down and it will become a perfect, cube that will just get more compact until it eventually becomes like your coffin, and it will just lower into the ground, and a new cubicle will rise up or lower from the ceiling even, and a new person takes your place. Boy, this is a grim part.
That sounds like something you would see in, like, a Pink Floyd movie, where it's just, like, the cubicles close up, sink into the ground, a little gravestone pops out, and then a new one just comes down. It really sounds like something like that.
I didn't realise Pink Floyd actually made movies.
Well, there was The Wall. That's a movie.
Oh, I thought that was like a Spider-Man villain.
Could be both, in the right context.
It is a Spider-Man villain, I think. No one suspects the Wall's skadoosh.
Anyway, the plaza is really boring, so since we're still talking about music, I actually want to tell you I've been listening to Carpenter Brute lately, and they've done music for shit like Fury, Hotline Miami. I'm playing it, I'm like, holy shit, this is actually really good. I gotta buy me the fucking album, man.
Ah, yes. Anything else to go from that, or did you just want to say, I have been listening to music?
I've been listening to music, guys. It's pretty good. I actually been listening to some Magic Sword, Reverberator. I need to check out more, like, synthwave shit. So, legit in the comments, tell me that as well. I need more synthwave like crazy. I actually really like it now.
What even is Vaporwave, if I may ask? Because I've seen, like, Sky and whatnot throwing the term about, but I don't get what type of music it's supposed to be.
Well, Vaporwave is a lot like, electronic and synthwave and things like that, but it's usually kind of transformations of existing music for that. Like, the most popular one, Macintosh Plus, from this one album for that. It takes an existing pop song by somebody, I don't know their fucking name, I just know what it's become for that. And they slow it down, they reverberate it a little bit for that kind of thing. So it becomes like, it's this weird feeling of nostalgia, but at the same time dread. Like, at least I describe it for that song. It feels like something... No, legit. It feels like something that's building up to, like, a big fucking horror moment. It really kind of does. But at the same time, it's very kind of relaxing and disarming for that. It's really weird to describe. I guess that's why they call it Vaporwave, because you're basically supposed to do pot while you're listening to it.
I got you. I pulled up the Wikipedia page, because of course I did. Vaporwave, not to be confused with Vaporware. Vaporwave is a microgenre of electronic music and an internet meme that emerged in the early 2010s. This music appropriates 1980s and 1990s styles of mood music, such as smooth jazz, elevator music, R&B, and lounge music, typically sampling or manipulating tracks via chopped and screwed techniques and other effects. Subgenres include Fashwave, Future Funk, Future Visions, Mallsoft, Vapor Goth, Vapor Noise, and Vapor Trap.
I think he just described a bunch of Yu-Gi-Oh! Archetype decks, guys.
Eurobeat is either a form of the British dance pop variant of Eurodisco or high NRG driven Italio disco music, both developed in the 1980s.
I need more Eurobeat in my life too. Let's just turn this into a recommendation part. I've got music I'm gonna recommend you guys.
The reason I bring up Eurobeat is because I was actually reading a thing on some forum, I forget what it was, and this is entirely besides the point of Pokemon, but we're just doing a tutorial. I don't give a fuck about Sophocles, to be quite frank with you all. Disco was the origins of Eurobeat in Europe, and Eurobeat descended from it, yeah.
Huh, that's neat. It's kind of neat to see how some forms of music actually do inspire each other. Like, obviously with the Vaporwave example. For that, I'm trying to think of another for that kind of thing, because I could have sworn something helped inspire things like, death metal, rock and roll, that kind of deal. It's always neat to see what leads into each other.
Oh, I like this, paragraph title. Renaissance by the Italians for the Japanese. Yeah, that's Eurobeat, alright. God, are we fucking done yet?
He's gonna give you a cool reward. I hope it's cardboard. You know what they're charging for that these days?
God, I hope it's a gun.
Well, I don't know. You can make a pretty convincing gun out of cardboard. Oh, I actually saw a GIF where somebody was taking that kind of stuff, but then they put it to Doom on the Switch, where it's cocking the gun and punching out demons and shit like that. I'm actually, I might go for that. Okay, I'm not gonna pay $80 for it, but that would be cool.
Yeah, I was a bit of a grumpy old man at first, but then one of my Twitter mates said, "How about Luigi's Mansion 3?" And I was like, "Sold! I'll take 20! I can..."
Yeah, I bet.
I can be my own Ghostbuster, but Nintendo-ized. I wish this whole fucking plaza would just explode. I wish there's, the fucking plaza from, Die Hard, and, Severus Snape just comes crashing through the roof and dies.
He was a different character in that movie. He's not Severus
I'm
Snape
aware. He was Hans Gruber, alright? Christ. I'm sorry to sandbag this so much, but I don't care about this. At least with, the Battle Avenue thing, or the Battle Royale thing, that's exciting. This is just forced multiplayer bollocks, and I'm an introvert. We don't like this kind of multiplayer shenanigans.
It's less about the fact that it is multiplayer stuff, and more about the fact that they make you sit through a 6-minute tutorial when you don't fucking care. That's the problem, alright? They make you sit through it, and you have to do it, and it's annoying.
No, I don't want to.
Just gonna hole up and die, please. Thanks.
I'm just gonna whine for the rest of the part.
I've been doing that for every part.
Yeah, maybe I should follow you as an example. Oh, thanks. Thanks for giving me a tutorial on what I can do in here and then not letting me do it.
Oh, good. The plaza's in early access. We're not finished with everything yet, but you can still come on by. Did Hal and the other girl just stand there while you were off in your little head having adventures in the plaza? It's just what happened.
I guess so, yeah.
It's just fucking weird. I don't even know what they're doing anymore.
So I just had to stare down that lady for daring to send me of all people, into such a tutorial.
Yeah, me, the mistress of all evil.
Thinking of happier times and less tutorial-heavy games. Well, first game maybe, second game not so much. Don't even have time for a drink, because alas, we are coming to the end of this part, alas.
There's always time for a Pepsi Max, don't lie.
Really want Pepsi Max now, fuck you, jeez.
Can you get some when we're done? Because I guess I'd have to drive up to the convenience store, but that sounds like work, and I ain't doing that.
What, do they have a fast travel system where you can give me a can of Pepsi Max? That's amazing.
Well, we could probably get it through Amazon. They're doing everything else these days, why not?
Apparently, yeah. Alright guys, we'll see you next time when we take on the third and final trial of Akala, when we battle Mallow. See you then.